I wasn't even planning to tell anyone this. Not my friends, not my brothers, not even my therapist. Because some things, they're too humiliating, too raw, too real. But if I don't speak now, I'll rot from the inside out. So here it is, everything that happened in Cabo San Lucas. A perfect vacation that broke my life apart. The place where I learned my wife, my partner of 11 years, had been cheating on me the entire time we were away. She didn't just break my heart. She stepped on it smiling, with suntan oil on her skin and someone else's hands all over her. Her name is Madison. She used to hate flying. Used to grip my hands so tight during takeoff that my fingers went numb. But this time, she was laughing genuinely. Earbuds and champagne in hand, dancing a little in her seat. We booked this trip as a reconnection retreat. That's what she called it. After a rough year, her new job, my overtime hours therapy that LED nowhere, we agreed we needed a break. Let us find each other again, she whispered one night, curled against my chest. I believed her. God, I was stupid. But I believed her. The flight was smooth. She wore her hair up. Her eyes sparkled. I felt hope again. The resort was stunning. Palm trees swayed like slow dancers in the breeze. The ocean sounded like peace itself. We checked into a suite with an ocean view. King-sized bed. Jacuzzi on the balcony. Complimentary champagne. She kissed me when we walked in, light distracted, but I brushed it off. Jet lag, maybe. The first night she wanted to walk alone on the beach. Said she needed to connect with the waves. I offered to join. She said no. Something pinched in my chest, but I let it go. The days blended into each other, warm, sunlit, lazy. But Madison changed. She was glued to her phone. She disappeared during the day. Yoga class, massage, photography walk. I didn't think much of it at first. I trusted her. Why wouldn't I? She was my wife, my best friend. But I started noticing things. A second beach towel tossed aside, wet and sandy. A new swimsuit I'd never seen her wear before, far more revealing than usual. And the tan lines on her body didn't match the straps. And one night I woke up alone. Madison was in bed. Her phone was gone too. I found her 2 hours later, slipping in through the sliding door like a ghost. She said she'd be gone for a night swim, but her hair was dry. By day 5, I started tracking time. Not like a crazy person, just making notes quietly. She left around 11 a.m., returned around 2 p.m., left again at 5, came back at 8 with a new glow and half-finished excuses. I asked if she wanted to do a couple massage. She said her back hurt. I said that is the point. She laughed, distracted again, and said she already had one booked. When I offered to go with her the next day, she paused just for half a second. But it was enough. Enough to feel the lie later that night. I opened the resort app and checked the spa schedule. No booking under her name. No couple massage available during those hours. I didn't say anything because that would be. He made it real. On the 6th day, I saw him. Not clearly, just a glimpse. White linen shirt, sunglasses, sitting at the outdoor bar, smiling towards something I couldn't see. But when I turned to look, Madison was gone. She'd been beside me 5 minutes earlier. Said she was heading to the restroom. Now she was nowhere. I walked toward the bar. By the time I got there, the man was gone too. And then she appeared from the opposite direction, holding a fresh cocktail. "Oh, there you are," she said cheerfully, like she hadn't tea just vanished for 20 minutes. I noticed her wedding ring, missing on the 7th morning. It was something so simple, so devastatingly loud in its silence. She always wore it even in the shower. Said it made her feel safe. When I asked about it, she blinked twice, startled. Then she said, "Oh, I took it off before swimming yesterday. Left it in the drawer. Didn't he want to lose it?" I opened the drawer later that night. No ring. I searched everywhere. Under the bed, behind the dresser, in her purse. Nothing. The next morning it reappeared on her finger. Polished. Gleaming. I didn't ask. I couldn't dinners became quieter. 1D speak. She D nod. She D text under the table. Smile at the screen. One night I asked her, "Are you happy?" She looked up slowly. Her eyes hesitated. Then she said, "Of course." Why wouldn't I be? I wanted to scream. Instead, I smiled. Ordered more wine. Pretended it didn't hurt. On the 9th day, we walked the beach together. It was the first time in almost a week. She laughed at something stupid I said, took my hand, and for a few minutes, I believed we were okay. Then I looked down and saw it. 2 sets of footprints. Not just ours, but a separate pair going from the beachside cabanas, the private ones toward the ocean, and next to them, a wedding ring half buried in the sand. Not Madison-esque, but identical. She froze when she saw it. I asked, "Weird coincidence, huh?" She nodded too quickly, then let go of my hand. It was the last night of our trip. The sunset was bleeding orange and red over the ocean. I had planned to tell Madison everything, all my doubts, my fears, my pain. But before I could open my mouth, my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. "Wish you were here." See, I didn't recognize the number. Curiosity killed me, I replied. "Who is this?" The response came instantly. "You know exactly who. Don't be blind." My heart stopped. I scrolled back through my wife's messages. There it was, a thread with Cody photos. Flirty texts. Plans to meet after I went to sleep. And worst of all, messages from her, saying how much she wanted to escape with him. I stared at the screen like it was a nightmare I couldn't wake up from. When Madison returned, I confronted her. Showed her the phone. She looked at me cold, distant. And then for the first time in 11 years, she said, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to find out like this." The rest of the night was a blur of tears, shouting silence. End of part 1.